I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now.
It's heartbreaking. We thank her for her service. We pray for her family. What a tragedy and what a mess. Guardsman Andrew Wolf is still fighting for his life. We continue to pray for him and his family as well. And yes, tonight, I am going to talk about this and put the blame on Joe Biden and Democrats for bringing that suspect here. I'm also going to blame Democrats for their rhetoric against federal law enforcement because I personally think that is exactly why the suspect snapped, drove across the country, and then opened fire. As you all know by now, he's an Afghani national who shouldn't have been here in the United States. Identified as Afghan national Rahmanullah Lakhanwal. Okay, so let's talk about how he got here. And you probably already know this by now, but I want to make a couple of points tonight. CIA Director John Ratcliffe said in an emailed statement Thursday that the shooter involved in the attack, who came into the United States from Afghanistan in 2021, was admitted into the U.S. due to his prior work with the U.S. federal government, including the CIA. Okay, so he came after the Biden administration's failure of a withdrawal from Afghanistan, and they say he was vetted, right? That they brought in was vetted.
I can absolutely assure you that no one is coming into the United States of America who has not been through a thorough screening and background check process.
Really? Okay. We're really supposed to believe everyone was thoroughly vetted. The Biden administration launched Operation Allies Welcome in 2021, which gave us 76,000 evacuated Afghanis. Okay. But the actual number is much bigger, because there was really two programs running, Operations Ally Welcome and Enduring Welcome, which then continued it on. It wasn't a one-time shot. Over 190,000 Afghans have resettled in the United States under both Operation Allies Welcome and Enduring Welcome, according to the State Department. So you mean to tell me tonight that the federal government was able to thoroughly process nearly 200,000 Afghanis coming into our country, and then at the same time vetted all 20 million people coming into the country illegally under Joe Biden? You ever check the math on that? 4 years is 1,461 days. To say it's 20 million people, 20.2 million, that would mean per day the U.S. government under Joe Biden was processing close to 14,000 people per day. Now think about that. Vet thoroughly 14,000 people a day. Now you mean to tell me that actually happened? I don't know. Something tells me that probably didn't happen. Just got a hunch here that maybe the government didn't have the manpower or capability to do that. And we all know it didn't. Here is Alejandro Mayorkas when questioned about it by Senator Lindsey Graham.
Are you telling this committee under oath that 99% of the people who got on these planes in Afghanistan were vetted by our government before they got on that plane?
I want to be very clear because precision...
Because you're not.
No. Senator, if I may, you are asking me about planes from transit countries, the third countries...
I'm talking about people who got on the plane in Kabul airport.
No, I can't speak to that.
Yeah, I couldn't speak to that. They've even got people on CNN admitting to this.
The vetting process that they went through with these people was chaotic. I had detectives from the Joint Terrorism Task Force assigned to that vetting process who reported back. You know, it was being run by the Department of Homeland Security, but the Afghan records were spotty.
And back in 2021, President Trump was already talking about it. I mean, though, for all of us, pretty obvious, right?
Nobody knows who the hell they are, Cheryl. These aren't the interpreters that we taught. These were people that rushed into the planes, and they were so interested in trying to make it sound like, oh, they're doing a good job. These people, many of these people are going to be terrorists, okay? They're going to be terrorists. They were very powerful. They were very energetic in getting onto the aircraft.
They say they're vetting them very carefully with biometrics and documentation.
They're not doing that, and you can't, because there is no documentation in that country. There's virtually no documentation.
Yeah, it's a good point. We're talking about Afghanistan. These people don't have a record. There is no record. The government is the Taliban. Something tells me they don't have a good filing cabinet or record keeping there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's just not realistic.